Good morning. We have got a ton of stuff going on this week and today and all around, and thank you so much for all my wonderful wishes last week for my birthday. Appreciate them all, every single one of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. We had a barbecue last week too. Daryl, where's Daryl? Daryl, that meat was unbelievable. I mean, it's really quite good. Thank you. And Joe did a great job cooking, and Valerie, and I mean, thank you so much, guys, for that. That was absolutely wonderful. So.
The kitchen was nice too.
Oh yeah. Astragalus the Great. Yep, he was a cool guy. May 4th and May 6th are the next two Solarized Mid-Columbia meetings. We had our very first kickoff Solarized Mid-Columbia meeting this last week. And, you know, I didn't have any way of knowing if it was successful or not, so I had to ask our contractor, and he almost giggled. He was very pleased. What Solarized Mid-Columbia is, it's a project I'm involved in, and it's to get solar on people's houses in the Mid-Columbia. And as a community buy, we get the best deal, etc., etc., etc. If you want to know, May 4th at the Kennewick Library, May 6th at here, if you want to know more about it. I still can't believe 443 pounds of food that we collected. That was great. I guess Lori took it down to the food bank. They opened up the back and went, whoa, that's a lot of food. So I guess it was a lot of food. It's like 3.5 of me. Tons of stuff going on this week. Actually, this was a really interesting time. My calendar was on March, so I skipped April completely. I just went straight to May this morning. It was a good morning. It was a good morning. We have a guest speaker today. Some of you are here because of him, actually. So some of you are not, and you're in for a treat. I'm not going to tell you who it is. So, Mind Shifters on Wednesday, Lotus Group on Friday. Hello. Can I help you?
You asked me to talk about some of those classes.
Yes, I did.
So are you done with that?
Yes. Here. Want those?
Yes, I do.
Okay. 1 cup coffee?
No, thank you. All righty. We got a ton of stuff going on the calendar, as you can see. We have a couple of guest presenters, workshop presenters. The Soul Collage on the 11th is Valerie Ingle. She's coming up from Walla Walla. And Soul Collage, apparently it's this artsy-craftsy thing where you get to make cards that reflect who you are. It's supposed to be really cool. And so that is Saturday, May 11th from 1 to 4. The cost is $45. I'm going to post this on the bulletin board in the back so you can take a look at that.
You get to leave with your own card thingy and extra supplies to do 3 more.
Right.
I know you're amazed that I remembered that, huh?
Batter's gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
So,
Talk to the mic. With the hand.
So that's Soul Collage. Then on the 18th, there's 2 workshops from Deborah Peterson, and I believe she's coming from Spokane. And the first one is Angelic Merkaba Ascension Activation. And so apparently you work with angels. That's really cool. That's from 10 to 2 on that day. It costs us $66. From 3 to 5 that same day is Sacred Tools for Earth Healing, and that is a $33 class. If you take them both, total is $77. The Earth Healing, Sacred Tools for Earth Healing, she talks to you about angel gates and the angel gate medicine wheel vortexes and sacred staffs, and so it sounds good.
It'll be in the back if you were interested.
I'm going to do a couple of teleconferences. I'll have a sign-up sheet and more information on that. Our HCC meeting on Tuesday, we're going to be talking about the power of and. I have a Voices from Beyond on the 18th. And I really want to chat with you about Sunday. Well, Sunday the 12th is Mother's Day. We have a special Mother's Day thing. And then Sunday the 19th, the title of the service is Surviving the Zombie Apocalypse. And you're welcome to come as a zombie if you'd like.
So if there's anybody new here at that time, well, I will apologize in advance, I guess. I think we just stirred the cauldron.
Yes, we did. So, a lot of stuff going on. If you have any questions, contact the person who's doing the workshop. They'll have the information for you. Okay, sound good? Any questions so far? Essential oils, yes. So
Well,
again, if
the
you have any
calendar's on the
questions-
internet, of course. Ooh, there I am, solarized Monday night.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We do have a couple patron saints at the church, George Carlin and John Lennon. And John, and so this is Christmas for black and for white, for yellow and red. Let's stop all the fight. Merry Christmas. You know what I like about this time of year, and especially July, is to wish people Merry Christmas. It's so much fun. So much fun. And George Carlin, bless his heart, the other night I ate at a real nice family restaurant. Every table had an argument going. The reason I talk to myself is that I'm the only one whose answers I accept. Sounds like George. Some of you knew that we actually met him up in Yakima. It was an interesting time. More stuff about Washington for all the people on the internet wonder, what is Washington and what are they all about? Petrified wood is the state's gem. And there's a petrified forest here that's considered the most unusual fossil forest in the world. I imagine they mean the one up in Vantage, do they not? Yeah. Yeah, if you want to come to Vantage and go up to the petrified forest, it's truly one of the most unusual fossil forests in the world. So, raspberry harvests amount to more than 57 million pounds each year, the largest in the nation. Rainfall in the Hoh National Forest, rainforest, located on the Olympic Peninsula, I can't even talk this morning, just west of Seattle, averages between 141 and 165 inches a year. That's a lot of rain. That is a lot of rain. Okay. The will of God never takes you to where the grace of God will not protect you. That's kind of cool. The will of God never takes you to where the grace of God will not protect you. We don't change the message changes us. You can tell how big a person is by what it takes to discourage them. I guess. Don't you think? More pornography. P-U-N. Punography. Pun. They told me I had type A blood, but it was a typo. I got this one okayed before I started from Jan, so I'm okay on this. She just didn't tell me I couldn't do it. PMS jokes aren't funny, period. I got it from Christopher. Why were the Indians here first? They had reservations. Ooh. We're going on a class trip to the Coca-Cola factory. I hope there's no pop quiz. Okay. And you thought you were going to church, didn't you? McDonald's restaurants in India do not serve beef, only chicken, mutton, and fish. Now you know. Of course.
Holy cow.
Oops. The most fearful enemy of the medieval farmer was fire. His house was usually built at the edge of the forest, and if a fire broke out, it would usually mean disaster. In the winter, men working in the woods or fields had to keep a fire burning to keep warm. This was fine if they remembered to extinguish it, but of course, sometimes they didn't. So a law was passed that made it mandatory to cover all open fires at dusk. Village church bells would toll the signal for couvre-feu. Here I used to speak French fluently. Couvre-feu, which meant covered fire. The British borrowed this custom and called it curfew. In time, it came to mean the hour by which a person had to be home. So now you know where that word came from, now that you didn't care where it ever came from. Things that make you go, Self-respect is the root of discipline. The sense of dignity grows with the ability to say no to oneself. The greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing you will make one. Because guess what? You're gonna. George Bush, when you rearrange the letters, he bugs Gore. The Morse code, when you rearrange the letters, here come dots. Dormitory, when you rearrange the letters, dirty room. Okay, anything else? Oh yeah, I forgot this one. The original title of the movie Annie Hall was Anhedonia. I know, I don't get it either. I don't know why it matters, but now you know. So, okay. Racehorses have been known to wear out new shoes in one race. Nearly 50% of all bank robberies take place on Fridays. Women end up ingesting about half of the lipstick they apply. And men the other half or quarter? I'm not sure. I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought. An atheist in the woods. An atheist was walking through the woods. What majestic trees, what powerful rivers, what beautiful animals, he said to himself. As he was walking alongside the river, he heard a rustling in the bushes behind him. He turned to look and saw a 7-foot grizzly bear charging towards him. But he's seen a 7-foot grizzly bear. They are terrifying, actually. Gorgeous animal from a distance. He ran as fast as he could up the path, looked over his shoulder, and saw the bear was closing in on him. He looked over his shoulder again, and the bear was even closer. He tripped, and fell to the ground. He rolled over to pick himself up, but saw that the bear was right on top of him. Rah! Reaching for him, I'm practicing zombies. So, reaching for him with his left paw and raising his right paw to strike him. At that very moment, the atheist cried out, "Oh my God!" Time stopped. The bear froze. The forest was silent. As a bright light shone upon the man, a voice came out of the sky. "You deny my existence for all of these years, teach others that I don't exist, and even creation to cosmic accident. Do you expect me to help you out of this predicament? Am I counted you as a believer?" The atheist looked directly into the light and said, "It would be hypocritical of me to suddenly ask you to treat me as a Christian now, but perhaps you could make the bear a Christian." "Very well," said the voice. The light went out, the sounds of the forest resumed, and the bear dropped his right paw, brought both paws together, bowed his head, and spoke. "Lord, bless this food I am about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord. Amen." Knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. We have a guest that's going to sing a song for us, and he made it himself. Isn't that something? Stephen. I'm just going to go put this down because we're going to do a song right after this, so hopefully this won't be too much of a distraction for you. Ooh, worked the first time. Wow. Must be a sign.
Good batteries.
Oh, speaking of batteries, I have to hand this to him.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me? All right. Thanks. Good to be here with you again this morning. And I just have this song that I wrote just over a year ago. And I finished it just before I went on the road to Nebraska last summer. And I came home in December and I played it. Played it for Janice. And I've been looking forward to playing it for you ever since. And it's just a song that's about what I see going on in the world and what I do to, or what I am trying to do to cope with it, and also what's going on in my own life and what I'm doing to cope with that. And it's about my hopes and desires to see the world and myself grow and evolve together. So with that in mind, I offer love this time. Seems we've been here before, at the edge of disaster, hatred and war. What are we to do this time so we don't go around again? It's gonna take love, love, it's gonna take love this time. It's gonna take love, it's gonna take love this time. A whole lot of love. A whole lot of excuse me, I'm sorry. Here we are, it seems we've been here before, at the edge of disaster, hatred and war. What are we to do this time so we don't go around again? It's gonna take love, love, it's gonna take love this time. It's gonna take love, it's gonna take love this time. Well, a whole lot of love. If we're even gonna survive, gonna take more love than we have ever tried. It's gonna take love, love, it is gonna take love. Well, it seems so hard sometimes to evolve to that higher place than we've been before, but we've got to do our best every day, and it's gonna take a love, love, oh, to show us the way. It's gonna take love, it's gonna take love this time, a whole lot of love. If we're even gonna survive, gonna take more love than we have ever tried. It's gonna take love, love, it is gonna take love. 2,000 years ago, a carpenter's son gave us a message about forgiveness and love, and he gave his life on now for everyone. And just like it did back then, oh, it still takes love today. Gonna take a love, it's gonna take love this time. Well, a whole lot of love. If we're even gonna survive, gonna take more love, a love, a love than we have ever tried. It's gonna take love, love. It is gonna take love. It's gonna take love. Oh, let's sing our love. Let's live our love and give more love. Sing out love and live your love. Come get your love, your love. It's gonna take love this time. Sing out love and live your love. Come give your love. It's gonna take love, love, love. Sing out love and lose your love. Come get your love, your love. It's gonna take love this time. It's gonna take love, love, love. It's gonna take a love this time. Love, love, love. It's gonna take more love. Love, love, love. It's gonna take a love this time. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love. Well, it's gonna take love, 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 love.
This is the first time that he's done this in public, so he was really good in the shower, and you know, but we didn't have a camera there, so
I do it perfect at home, over and over.
I'm sure you do. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time he's been able to get through it without crying.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
Thank you.
let's sing a song. Let's sing the whole. Oh, you know what? We have people in Russia watching now. Yeah. Uh-oh.